Hi, everybody, and welcome into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for women's college volleyball action here on this Wednesday evening in Santa Clarita. The College of the Canyons Cougars and the Bakersfield College Renegades here from Lee Smelser Court at the Cougar Cage. I'm Matt Robinson. Happy to have you along with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. COC right now at 7-7, along with Bakersfield as well. Both teams at 7-7 this season. Both teams trying to get into the plus territory in terms of win percentage for the first time in a while here today, as this gets off to a Western State Conference South Division matchup. College of the Canyons right now, as we said, 7-7 on the regular season, but 2-0 on the conference season. They've played well so far in conference play, trying to make it 3 straight wins. They've beaten Citrus and Glendale 3-1 and 3-0, trying to make it 3 in a row in Western State Conference play are the Lady Cougars, as they've had some solid play as of late from a number of different bodies, most notably these 3 young ladies, Caitlin Vazin, Leah Gilly, and Sophia Aranzazu. This was their conference opener numbers against Citrus. Vazin, 4 aces and 6 digs. Gilly, 10 kills and 4 block assists. While Aranzazu, 19 assists and 2 kills in the match for the Lady Cougars. As they match up against Bakersfield today. You take a look at the numbers. Bakersfield has been really good offensively this year. 11.47 kills per set this season. One of the best teams in the state of California in that number. They have been outstanding when it comes to kills per set, as well as attack percentage this year. The Renegades have been extremely solid. The Cougars been really good on the block front, 99 blocks, 20th best in the state of California. As we will get set to go, Morgan Dumlau going to step back to the service line, and we are just about ready to get underway. College of the Canyons and Bakersfield here on this Wednesday night. Third game of conference play for both of these teams. Bakersfield 1-1 in conference play. Ranked 21st in the state of California right now are the Renegades. A 522 TSRPI, a 514 NCRPI. The Cougars ranked 24th in the state of California right now. Their RPIs at 522 and 536. So the team's pretty close, both at 7-7. Stumlau will get things going. Her serve in as we are underway. You're sick on the first handle. Cougars able to dig out the first swing for Bakersfield, and Caitlin Vazin will get the first point for College of the Canyons on just a little roll shot that falls in. So we'll stay on the Dumlau serve. Very important for the Lady Cougars to get off to a good start here today. It's been one of the issues for College of the Canyons this year, is getting off to those good starts. Has been a little bit of a struggle at times for COC. Point goes to Bakersfield that time. Is Comstock back to serve. As we get our first look at the Canyons serve receive today, which has been a struggle for COC, and you see it right there. Ana Vasquez struggles with that one, and Bakersfield gets back-to-back points. Cougars have been good on service as a unit this year, but serve receive has been a struggle for the Lady Cougars on the season, as the numbers have not been very good in terms of visually. Actually, we shouldn't say the numbers have not been very good. The numbers look fine, but visually it has been a struggle. Leah Gilly drives one long. It'll be a point for Bakersfield. So 3 straight for the Renegades, and they have a 3-1 lead. As Chloe Lopez back serving. Lopez, 2 service aces and 1 error against Santa Monica in the loss. 12 aces so far on the season. She sends that one wide, gives Canyons a point back. Brianna Vasquez back to serve here. Vasquez will drive this one in. Bakersfield didn't get a good swing. Gilly instead will get a good swing, and she'll drive it down. So we're even at 3-all here. Apologize. We had a system crash just a few seconds ago, and we're back up. We apologize for that. 7-3 Canyons as the Cougars stay on the Vasquez serve. And that time it's Caitlin Vazin to drive it down. So Canyons off to a relatively good start. One of the better starts we've seen from COC here this season, especially in their early set opportunity. As we stay with the Vasquez serve now. Vasquez again into play. Bakersfield tries to go from the near side for Briggs. Not much there. And then a lift going to be called on College of the Canyons against Celeste Anaya. So we'll send Briggs back to serve. Point for Canyons that time. 4 touches on Bakersfield. So we'll go Celeste Anaya back to serve. 9-4 in favor of College of the Canyons. Timeout in favor of Bakersfield. The Cougars off to a very, very good start, thanks to some good service from Ana Vasquez. So Canyons off to as good of a start as you can really ask for here in this match. Don't forget, folks, upcoming here in the next week on Thursday, October 17th, homecoming night here at College of the Canyons. COC and El Camino College in action. Sorry, I was trying to remember who's playing in the game at 4 p.m. Pre-game festivities will start 6 p.m. kickoff on a Thursday night, our traditional Thursday night after the bye week game. Make sure you join us for that. Free admission for students and staff. For more info and tickets, call or check out cocathletics.com for more, as we'll go back to work here. College of the Canyons with a nice little lead right now, sitting at 9-4 as we go back to work. Celeste Anaya back serving for College of the Canyons. Anaya this season, only 1 service ace. Tried to dig that one out, but it's going to be a Bakersfield kill. For the Renegades, it's a 3-pronged attack, really, when you look at the numbers for Bakersfield this season. Cameron Briggs with 158 kills coming in. Then you talk about Stevie Yursick with 211. And in their last couple of matches, they've gotten a few others going. Alexandra Watts has started to pick things up. She has 73 kills on the year. Those three all over 10 kills in their last match. They get a stuff block here at the net. Naranjo was one of the two there, and Bakersfield right back in it at 9-6 now. Little overpass from Golfany, the libero, didn't set up Canyons in system very well. Now they'll try and get into system. A swing for Vazin, tools it off the block and out. A point for COC. Leah Gilly back serving now for College of the Canyons. Good swing quick inside that time from Bakersfield. As Taylor Drake now back to serve for the Renegades. Head coach of Bakersfield, Paulo Ferreira. In his 19th year as the men's and women's head coach for the Renegades. For College of the Canyons, the co-head coaches are Lisa Hooper and Clay Timmons in their 22nd and 10th years, respectively. Dumlau will set back row for Vasquez, who's dug out. Bakersfield just going to softly punch it over from the back row. Canyons will go inside to Madison Andrews, and she'll get the kill. It's good to see Madison Andrews getting some more opportunities. Andrews against Citrus in the Cougars' last match that has stats. 6 kills on 14 attacks with 4 errors. Certainly very capable in terms of the attack opportunities. Good slide that time from Bakersfield to set up Carly Hayes. So another point for Bakersfield, make it 11-8 in favor of Canyons. Renegades not going to get this one over the net. Cougars get another point out of it. Golfany will go back to serve. 12-8 in favor of College of the Canyons. Bakersfield with a couple of points back to back. They get it back within 2 here. Back and forward we go here in this first set. Vasquez, good swing for Ana Vasquez. Vasquez has been the leader this year for College of the Canyons on the offensive side. When you look for Ana Vasquez, 132 kills on 397 attacks coming into this match. So as we said, has been the leader for College of the Canyons. You get 13-11 here as Bakersfield back to work offensively. Or excuse me, from the service line, we should say. It was Faith Ward back to serve. Canyons will go to work in system for Leah Gilly, and she'll drive it in. Pretty easy kill for Leah Gilly that time. That'll bring Ana Vasquez back in to serve. Handled by Yursik, who plays in all rotations. Cameron Briggs gets the kill for Bakersfield. She'll rotate back to serve. Briggs, 15 of 36 with 2 errors in their last match against Santa Monica. 158 on 442 with 34 errors this year. She's very good defensively, though. 5th in the state in digs per set. 20th in digs overall with 240. Yursik playing in all 6 rotations as well. 9th in kills per set and 16th in total attacks. She's got 127 digs compared to the 240 for Briggs this year. So those two, the leaders for Bakersfield. There's another dig out by Yursik on an easy bump over. Renegades set Para, but it's kept up by Canyons. Now Vazin, no touch at the net. Canyons asking for it, but they're not going to get it. And Bakersfield back within 1 at 14-13 here in the first set. Back and forward it's been. Canyons got out to a decent run, was up 9-4 at one point. But the Renegades have closed the gap all the way to 1. Vasquez, tough handle on serve receive. Cougars doing everything they can just to keep the point alive for the moment. Vasquez with a dig. Anaya just rolls it back in. Bakersfield in system that time. Yursik dug out by Golfini. And Anaya didn't get it over. Couldn't decide if she wanted to set it over or bump it over. Kind of got caught in between and ended up bumping it. And I think that's going to result in a Clay Timmons timeout. We'll take the break as well. Canyons and Bakersfield tied at 14 here in the first set from College of the Canyons.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
14 all here as we continue on in this first set. Canyons and Bakersfield. Third conference matchup of the season for both these sides. Canyons gets a point right back, and we'll go with Celeste Anaya now back to serve. Canyons a block at the net by Gillian Andrews. They'll try again on Yursik, who drives it right through the hands. And it's a kill for Bakersfield for Yursik. 15 all is the libero for Bakersfield back to serve. Chloe Lopez. And she'll have a service ace, and Bakersfield will have their first lead since 3-1. Early in this set, so 16-15 in favor of the Renegades. Dumlau will set Gilly as she's stuffed at the net. Rejected right back by Naranjo and Yursik that time. Back-to-back points for Bakersfield. They'll stay with serve here. Gilly tried to tool it off the block, but just hit it right into it. It bounced right back into the back court. Canyons trying to set back row was Dumlau that time, and Vasquez just had to bump it over, and then Yursik right through the block and down. Canyons just a little late on the double to the near side for the strong side opposite hitter, or outside hitter from Stevie Yursik. Bakersfield now an 18-15 advantage here in the first set. Golfini will handle serve. Vazin off the strong side, dug out by Lopez. Yursick down the line, missed it down the line. Canyons will have the point as no touch at the net. Belia Gilly back to serve now for Canyons. Gilly this season not as solid from the service line as she was last year. Still 15 aces. Last year, late in the year, she became exceptional from the service area. Had kind of a little jump float that messed with a lot of teams on serve receive. Doesn't mess with Bakersfield. That time is they able to get a kill just inside the back corner. Taylor Drake back serving, 6 aces on the year. At an ace against Santa Monica to go along with 23 assists. Give her an ace here as the Cougars mishandle, and Bakersfield 5 points from a first set victory. We'll take a timeout. 20-16 in favor of the Renegades here from College of the Canyons.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center.
20-16 in favor of Bakersfield as we continue on here in this first set. Renegades controlling things so far as we get deeper into this first set. Taylor Drake serving here for Bakersfield in a 20-16 match on the first set. Vasquez handles the serve. Vazin will get a swing, blocked and kept up. Again, Vazin this time will punch it over. Bakersfield just punching it right back, and Canyons in a scramble to keep the point alive. And they'll end up losing the point as Vazin drives it long. Lead up to 5 now for Bakersfield, 21-16. Remember, this is a Bakersfield team that is just 1-1 in conference play, lost to Santa Monica in their last run, but a team that's had a really, really, really tough schedule this year. They won 4 in a row before back-to-back losses to Ventura and Moore Park. Their early season schedule featured a number of top 25 teams, including the current #1 team in the state, San Joaquin Delta. They also played Feather River, Fresno City, Mount Sac, among others. So it has been Sierra was in there as well in that group that they played early on in the year. That's going to be a lift on Bakersfield against Yursick. Going to give Canyons a point and give them the serve here. So this is a Renegades team that's kind of still coming into their own at 7-7. You look at most of their losses have been against top 25 teams this year. For Canyons, most of their wins have come against non-ranked opponents. 7-7 this year. 5 of their 7 wins have come against non-ranked teams. Just 2 against ranked opponents, as Andrews gets his stuff blocked with some help from Dumlau that time. For Canyons, all 7 of their losses have come to ranked opponents this year. So it's a matter of, for CUC, just trying to find a way to beat a ranked team and one in conference play here. 22-18 in favor of Bakersfield. Serve handled by the Renegades. Popped over for Canyons. Vasquez on the bump set. Rejected. Naranjo and Hayes both right there. Bakersfield has been impressive at the net here early on. It's a Renegades team with 91 blocks on the season coming in, which is 28th most. 139 block assists this year, which is 12th best in the state. Going up against a Canyons team that had just a little bit better of the numbers in terms of the solo blocks And the total blocks coming in as an overswing on a tap back by Andrews. And we have set point number 1 for Bakersfield here at 24-18. Yursik back serving, 23 aces, leads the squad this season. Vazen an overpass. That one would have landed out, but Bakersfield going to play it and try and swing for it here. Another overpass from Vazen. That time kept up on the putback, and Dumlau goes on 2 to keep the set alive. Set point number 2 for Bakersfield. Presley Golfany back to serve. 23 aces on the season for Golfany. Second on the team in service aces coming into the match behind Anna Vasquez. Little float. Yursik tough handle. Bakersfield going to have to just pump it over. Celestinaya gets a kill. Nice to see her get an opportunity here. The sophomore out of Highland High School, 3-1 against Citrus. Gives us set point number 3. We stay with the Golfany serve, and I had just 37 kills coming into the match today. Floats that one in. Net contact going to be called against Canyons. Bakersfield going to take it 25-20 in the first set. So a competitive first set, but Bakersfield comes out with the victory, 25-20. Second set action when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back in here to the Cougar Sports Network as we go to work. Second set action. Bakersfield a 1-0 lead. Canyon will get the first point here of the second set as the teams have traded sides. Morgan Dumlau back to serve for Canyons, 3-1. In favor of Canyons. Good dig by Golfini. Vasquez dug out by Comstock, but Bakersfield couldn't handle clean. Renegades once again turning things up with a 4-4 score here, but Canyons gets one back. It's back and forward we go at 5-4 right now. Cougars trying to do anything they can really and control this one. Six 5 in favor of Canyons now. It's Bakersfield back serving. Lopez will drive it over. Roll shot from Anaya, no. Tries for the putback, but it was partially blocked. Yursick then drives it in. Seven, 5 in favor of Bakersfield. Now 8-5 in favor of Bakersfield as they get another kill, and that's going to result in another Clay Timmons timeout as he wants to discuss things here. Canyon's not happy with the start here in the second set. Bakersfield an 8-5 lead. We'll continue in just a moment. Eight-5 in favor of Bakersfield. Canyon's going to get a point back. Apologies, had another system crash on us. Having all sorts of trouble today, but not much we can do. 10-8 in favor of Bakersfield here. And Chatovich checking into the game for College of the Canyons here. 11-8 in favor of Bakersfield. Make it 12-8 as the Renegades trying to run away with this one here. Nine 12 as Canyons gets one back out of Caitlin Vazin back serving now. Cougars trying to come from behind here in this set. Another kill for Bakersfield. As the Renegades get a kill. 13-9 now in favor of Bakersfield here in this second set. Already leading 1-0. That one going to be a tough handle, and Canyon's not going to be able to do anything with it. Is Bakersfield going to get another service ace from Naranjo? As Abriano Naranjo, the middle blocker. Back serving once again. Overpass from Bakersfield, and the Cougars are going to get a point out of it. That time it was Adriana Pankis along with Madison Andrews there to tap it back. Canyon's right back in it, 14-10. Float over by Golfini. Bakersfield doesn't get it over the net that time. Another point for Canyons. Get you back in it at 14-11 here. Trying to find a way right now to get back in this match and even us up at 1. Bakersfield gives it to Briggs, who's dug out. Aaron Zazu will roll it over. Bakersfield going inside that time, and Alexandra Watts able to just get enough of it to drive it in. Hankis gets an opportunity that's kept up. Her and Gilly try to double Briggs, but Briggs able to drive it in. And a timeout at 16-11 in favor of Bakersfield. So it goes 16-11 in favor of the Renegades. Pankis will send it over. Dug out by Golfini on an inside swing from Watts. Watts again. Going to score it for Bakersfield. 17-12 is the Cougars able to get a point here. Make it 19-12 now as Bakersfield continuing to roll. Bakersfield gets another one, that time from Yursick. And again, Bakersfield just continuing right now on this roll. Make it 21-12 in favor of the Renegades, starting to run away with this set here. Canyon's not much of an answer at this point, as again Bakersfield continuing to run. (23-8) or 23-13 in favor of Bakersfield. So there's Dumlot of Vazin dug up. Canyons will get one on a putback from Gilly. (23-15) as the Cougars get another one. Renegades just too much that time as Yursick able to drive it in. And make it 2-0 as Bakersfield closes out another one. The Renegades this time running away with it, 25-15. Not much of a second set to speak of as the Renegades dominate over College of the Canyons. Third set when we come back. Welcome back in. We go to the third set, Bakersfield College of the Canyons. Here on a Wednesday. Right away, Canyon's going to get net contact and get a point out of this first play. So 1-0 Canyons lead here in the third set, trying to extend us to at least a fourth. Trailing 2-0 as Bakersfield has controlled the first two sets, 25-20 and 25-15 in the last one. Good little soft touch that time from Cameron Briggs. So we go 1-1 here in this third set. Gilly tries to push it over, no. Canyons will get a point on an errant swing from Bakersfield. Service ace for Canyons. Good rally back and forward. Bakersfield going to get a chance. Little out of system here. No touch given at the net, so a point for Canyons. Another point for Canyons off a good rally. A Gilly kill. Bakersfield going to get one back now and make it 5-2, stopping the bleeding a little bit. Gilly blocked at the net. Watts was there. Bakersfield has been good at the net. Watts has been really strong. Yursick going to get a kill. So 5-4 in favor of Canyons here in this third set. The Cougars need the third set to push us to a fourth and keep the match alive. Bakersfield, though, able to even it back up at 5, and we'll stay with the Cameron Briggs serve here. Oh, Briggs, a good serve, a service ace. 6-5 in favor of the Renegades here. Briggs just drove it right by Vasquez on the near side. Serves it right back at her again. Good pass from Vasquez. Dumlau to Vazin. Renegades fighting to keep the point alive for the moment. Yursik sends it long, so the Cougars will get it. Golfany will check off. Celestinaya back serving. Renegades set Yursik as she's stuffed at the net by Andrews and Gilly. So now Canyon's back with a 7-6 lead. Bakersfield was starting to roll for a second there. The Cougars have stemmed it. Service error that time from Anaya. Golfany checking back in. Chloe Lopez back serving. Overpass from Golfany. Dumlau did everything she could to try and at least keep the point going. Punched it over the net, but had to make a tough reach to try and even punch it, and it punched it out of play. So again, serve receive kind of haunts the Cougars there. This time better from Golfany inside Andrews. Yursik there to clean it up. Yursik stuffed, though, by Andrews and Gilly. We're even at 8. And that's the net play we've come used to seeing here for College of the Canyons, especially with those two big middles in there and Andrews and Gilly. Andrews at 6'2", Gilly at 6 foot. We're even at 8 as Gilly back serving. We'll play in the back row here. Briggs on handle. Blocked at the net. Bakersfield will go back to work. Yursik dug out. She'll try and tap it back. And the Cougars will keep it alive. Third chance for Yursik, and that time she finds the back corner. Went with her 3 times, did the Renegades that time. And the third time was the charm. Dumlau on 2. Yursik trying to go to the back corner again, this time long, so we trade points 9-9. Back and forward we go here, Bakersfield and College of the Canyons. Renegades with a 2-0 lead. Cougars 2-1 in conference play. The Renegades 1-1 in the Western State Conference South Division. So every match continues to be important. Right now, Santa Monica at 2-0, tied with the Cougars for first in conference play. Yursik that time, just too much to handle. Double was there, but a little late on the slide, as Dumlau could not get herself to angle the ball back in, and Yursik just drives it off the outside of her arm and down. Vasquez on the other side, too much for Bakersfield to handle. And we go 10-all. 11-10 in favor of Canyons now. Golfany that time handled. Another tool off the block by Bakersfield, this time from Cameron Briggs. Puts us at 11 all. Get a serve here from Ebriana Naranjo. Anaya puts it into the net. A swing error that time on Celeste Anaya. Bakersfield pushing it back 13-11 now, and that'll force another Canyons timeout. So the Cougars want to discuss things once again. So 13-11 now in favor of Bakersfield. Remember homecoming coming up here in a week's time, a week from tomorrow. College of the Canyons El Camino here from Cougar Stadium. 4 p.m. pregame, some festivities, 6 p.m. kickoff. Should be a lot of fun. Fan giveaways, music, food vendors, pregame activities. You can also watch on the live stream here on the Cougar Sports Network and SoCal College Sports if you so choose. If you can't make it, we hope you can. It's free for students and staff. Check out cocathletics.com for more tickets, and more information. 13-11 in favor of Bakersfield. Anaya blocked at the net. Vasquez able to find the back corner. Stops the bleeding for the moment. Good swing again from Cameron Briggs that time. Net contact was called on Canyons anyway. But Briggs with a really strong swing. We've seen Watts, Briggs, and Yursick all in rhythm today a number of times for Bakersfield. And like we talked about, those are kind of their big three this season. And that's maybe what Canyons is lacking in terms of their offensive attack. It's really been that young lady in Ana Vasquez. Renegades can't keep the point alive. Vasquez, though, just 132 kills coming in. Leah Gilly, 113, and then nobody else really approaching 100. Sophia Miranda with 54. Celeste Anaya with 37. Savannah Anaya with 28. So Madison Andrews with 51. It's kind of like, where's the third option for Canyons? No touch at the net called for Bakersfield, so the Cougars will get a point. And we're back to 14 all here, so back and forward we go. Little rollover from Briggs. Vazin into the block. Gilly just pops it over. Anaya tries to put back the overpass. Bakersfield can't clean it up as they were well out of system. Loosely Para was just trying to pop it over and could not. So 15-14 now, Canyons. Try to push it to a fourth set. Vasquez drives it in. Para off the block. Gilly into the block that time, kept up. Gilly with a smart play, just rolling it over with a little bump. Scores the kill, and Canyons back out in front by 1. Celestinaya back to serve. Floats in. Bakersfield sets Yurcik. And again, just so much power behind Stevie Yurcik's swing. The sophomore out of Frontier High School. Even when Canyons has the double up, she's still able to drive it through more often than not. Cougars just have to play a free ball over. Yurcik gets the set. Net contact on Canyons, a point to Bakersfield. 17-16 Renegades. Bakersfield out of system that time on a little bit of a longer rally. Sends it long. Now Leah Gilly back serving. Gilly will stay with the serve here. 18-17 Canyons. Good serve. Gilly just had a lot of dip on that one late. As it's a serve is Saints. A timeout. Bakersfield 19-17 Canyons. Renegades trying to close it out in straight sets. Cougars trying to send us to a fourth here when we come back.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the Shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Right out of the timeout, Bakersfield gets what they need in a kill. (1918) in favor of Canyons. Cougars get a kill, 20-18. Andrews that time. Good serve from Vazin. Briggs had the handle. Canyons will get a point off an errant swing. And the Cougars 3 points away from extending their, 4 points away from extending this to a fourth set. Trying to continue this one on and start a rally on a comeback here. Vazin back serving once again. Vazin into the tape. Great effort that time from Naranjo to keep it up. Naranjo's hurt. And we'll have a timeout and we'll replay the point. Eric Buitrago out to check on her. I think it's her knee. We'll take a timeout here and get you an update on her when we can. But Abriana Naranjo in some pain after a great effort to try and keep the ball off the floor on a serve into the tape. So we come back in. Naranjo got some help off the floor. She's being checked out as we'll replay the point. 21-18 in favor of Canyons. Vazin back serving once again. Free ball played over as it was set well too and far in front of Yurcik. Vasquez hits it to the back part of the court. Bakersfield again just going to play it over. Dumlau on two, going to score it off the Yurcik chance. 22-18 in favor of Canyons. Timeout Bakersfield. So the Cougars try to roll. We'll go back to a break. So we go back to work. Vazin back serving. Vazin with another service ace. Canyons 23-18 now. Even closer to a third set win to press us to 4. Bakersfield with a small overpass. They're going to get a point out of it. Suni Thomas just kind of poked it over the net and poked it right to the back corner where nobody was. Clay Timmons immediately with his hands out says, everybody settle down. We're okay here. You're sick back to serve. We'll see if she floats or drives. Canyon's out of rotation, and that's an unforced mistake from College of the Canyons. So that's not what you want to see from Canyons, leading 23 to 20. Yursick will go back to serve again, and she'll give the point right back to Canyons. So it'll be set point number 1 for COC. Bakersfield needing 4 to try and give themselves a chance to close this out in straight sets. Is Golfini back to serve? Renegades set Briggs, kept up. Canyons will set Vasquez. We'll go to a 4th set. Canyons with a 25-20 third set victory. 4 sets we go. The teams will switch sides. Action when we come back. So we go to a 4th set here. Bakersfield with a 2-1 lead over College of the Canyons. So the Renegades will start with serve. Renegades get the first point. Renegades trying to go home with their second conference win of the season. 21st ranked team in the state. Canyons ranked number 24 right now in the 3C2A, trying to stay perfect on the WSC South year. Renegades able to pop that one over. Canyons will go inside again. Anaya blocked. Now Vazin, back corner, she's got it. So we go 1-all. Vazin serving here for Canyons. Vazin sends long. Comstock back to serve. She put it into the net, so it's 2-all here. Celestinaya back serving now for Canyons. Good tool that time for Briggs. Double was there, hit it off the outside of the Canyons' arms. Bakersfield back at 3-2 advantage. Renegades won the first two sets 25-20 and 25-15. Canyons able to press us to a fourth with a 25-20 victory in the third set. As we're even at 3-all, as Vasquez, who's been a little quiet today, able to drive that one in. Dumlau back to serve. Service error on Morgan Dumlau that time. And so we'll send Chloe Lopez back to serve. Trading points we go, 4-4. Canyons gets that one back, and here's Ana Vasquez back serving. Good block at the net that time from Gillian Andrews on a big year 6 swing. Canyons blocked that time, very equal to it. Good dig from Dumlau that time. Andrews a tap back on an overpass. And the Cougars with a 6-4 advantage. A good serve from Vasquez. Both teams kind of fighting for it at the net. Bakersfield going to win it at the net finally. Sonny Thomas gets it. Renegades, remember, without Naranjo now. Brianna Naranjo had a good first 3 sets. Hurt herself late in the third set, diving for a serve that went off the tape. Is currently over, still getting treatment from Eric Butrago. Some ice on her right knee. Hope she's all right long term. Stuff block at the net. Thomas that time along with Yursick, and we're even at 6. Two touches that time on Lopez. A little unlucky that time for Chloe Lopez. 7-6 now in favor of Canyons. Yursick back serving. Little rally we go back and forward. Gilly had to jump straight up. Bakersfield sets near side. Zepeda sends it long. Canyons trying to force a fifth. The Gilly back to serve. If we go to a fifth, they'll play to 15. But Canyons got to get there first. Get to 25 before Bakersfield does. Bakersfield going to get a kill that time from Zepeda, as the block was just a half step off the net. It's Ward back serving. Joust at the net. Kept up for the moment. Net contact on Canyons gives Bakersfield the point. So now we go 9-8 in favor of Bakersfield as Faith Ward back serving. Vazin tried for a little power tip play and missed it down the line. Gilly from the back row. Ward mishandles. Gets Canyons back within one here. Ward check it out. Thomas back in and then rotates back out so the libero can run back in Lopez. Taylor Drake in the front row as well. And we're even at 10-all after another kill. Vazin back serving again. Net contact again on the block. Celestinaya called for it again. Service here for Comstock, and she's got a service ace. (12-10) now in favor of Bakersfield. Vasquez, she'll have a kill. So we'll go with Celeste now back at the service line. You're sick. Didn't handle it clean, but Bakersfield cleans it up. But not before Madison Andrews can finish it off. So 12 all. Missed down the line, no touch. Make it 13-12, so they trade leads here. Bakersfield up by 2. Now Canyon's up by 1. Celeste back serving. Vasquez misses, trying to cut it back across her body that time. And it'll send us back to Cameron Briggs. Canyons goes back row for Gilly, who rolls it over. You're sick now. Too much to handle. Block was a little late getting up. And Yursick found the open spot near the back corner on the near side. That outside hitter, Stevie Yursick, again, just having a match. There's a reason why she's 9th in the state in kills per set. Had a number of them today. Had a block there that time from Bakersfield. Then a diving dig from Briggs. Yursick rolls it back. Andrews inside. Good attempt that time from the libero Lopez, but she couldn't keep it up enough for the defense to help out. We sit even at 14 all. Morgan Dumlau back working. Briggs on handle. Bakersfield, little out of system, plays it over. Vasquez from the 3-meter line scores down the line. So 15-14 with the Dumlau serve. Yursick gets a huge run, a great up from Golfany. Canyons gets blocked at the net, and then finishing it off is Alexandria Watts. Through the block and down, the single was there for Canyons, but didn't have the press over the net. So we go 15 here. Chloe Lopez back serving. You're sick. Just tried to poke it over. Canyon's going to not get a point out of that. I thought for sure that landed in. Looks clean up here, but the corner official says no, so Bakersfield is 16-15 advantage. Andrews that time makes sure it lands in. (16 all) is Vasquez back serving. Vasquez with pace and a service ace. Goes with speed again. Set behind Yursick. Pinballs, and Canyon's not able to keep it off the floor. Yursick had to stop her forward leap and kind of just jump up and back, but has enough behind it to make it tough on Canyons. Taylor Drake back to serve. Good up by Drake. Or excuse me, by Briggs. Side out Bakersfield again, though. And Canyon's going to take a timeout, 18-17. Important series here as Canyon's trying to send it to a fifth set. (18-17) in favor of Bakersfield. So the Renegades trying to close this one out, pick up their second conference win. Canyon's trying to stay undefeated in conference play. Vazin, the solo, no good that time, as it's a tool for Bakersfield and a point. 19-17 Renegades here. Bakersfield the 2-1 lead. Service error from the Renegades that time from Drake. Another point for Canyons, and all of a sudden we're even at 19 all. And what do you know? Bakersfield goes right back to Yursick right after Canyons makes it 19 all, and she pounds it off the block without issue. So Bakersfield at 20, Canyons at 19, and Yursick back serving. Errant pass from Golfany, and then a miscommunication from the Cougars. Vasquez and Golfany both looked at one another, and it landed right between them. So Yursick again, this time serves Vasquez in a service error. And a timeout called by Canyons. 22-19 Bakersfield. A 3-0 Bakersfield run. So we stay 22-19. Bakersfield, an error that time. So make it 22-20. Madison Andrews checking in. Leah Gilly back serving. Canyon's unable to do anything with it that time. Is Bakersfield gonna drive home a point now? The Renegades 2 points away from set point, or from match point, excuse me. 23-20. Anaya, good little roll shot from Celeste Anaya. Vazin now back serving. Watts into the block. Briggs sends it long. Canyon's back within one. 23-22. Try to go to a fifth set here. Bakersfield going to take a timeout. Renegades want to talk it over. So 23-22 in favor of Bakersfield here. Canyon's trying to set it to a fifth set. Renegades punch it over. Vasquez down the line, kept up. Another one sent over. Here's Anaya, drives it in. So 23-23 now. Caitlin Vazin back serving. Rolls it in. Tough first pass from Bakersfield. Yursik sends it long. And Canyons with set point number one. Here in the fourth, trying to send us to a fifth. As Bakersfield going to take a timeout. We'll stay right here. Canyons with set point number one. Here in the fourth, trying to send us to a fifth. As Bakersfield going to take a timeout. We'll stay right here. Canyons with set point number one. Here in the fourth, trying to send us to a fifth. As Bakersfield going to take a timeout. We'll stay right here. Canyons with set point number 1. Here in the 4th, trying to send us to a 5th. As Bakersfield going to take a timeout. We'll stay right here. So 24-23. Canyons trying to send us to a 5th. Vazin back serving. Renegades go inside. It's blocked at the net, and we'll go to a 5th. 25-23 in the 4th set. Canyons. And we'll go to a 5th and final set here on the Cougar Sports Network when we come back. Fifth and deciding we go here. College of the Canyons and Bakersfield. Got to win by 2. The Cougars will serve. So they'll stay on the right-hand side. Caitlin Vazin will start us off. First to 15, winning by 2, wins the match. It has been a good one so far. Bakersfield with the first point here in the 5th set. They won the first 2 sets, 25-20 and 25-15. The Cougars with the last 2 in very tight fashion, 25-20 and 25-23. And that last one really a come from behind win. Bakersfield had the Cougars in bad shape. Canyons down 21-19. But then Canyons rattled off 6 points before Bakersfield could get the 4 they needed. And we play in a 5th. This is a rally back and forward. Briggs on first handle. Inside poke good up from Golfany. Vasquez off a block. Bump set far side. Briggs long. Point Canyons, no touch. Renegades complaining for a touch. Didn't get it. Celestinaya, that's correct, is back to serve after the Canyons side out. Anaya service ace. Canyons still looking for that signature win this year. They beat Irvine Valley 3-2. They beat Desert and Miracosta 3-1 and 3-0. Swept El Camino Mount San Jacinto and Glendale and beat Citrus 3-1, trying to pick up a big win over a conference-ranked opponent. Another kill for College of the Canyons. Out of system that time, but it scores. 3-1 in favor of the Cougars as Anaya stays back serving. Good up. Dumlau will set Vasquez. Little tip. Bakersfield just popping it around. They've got another player down. And we'll get a replay here. That's Cameron Briggs. I'm not sure if it's her knee. I'm not sure if it's her ankle. That's the second Renegade to go down trying to fight for a ball. Carl Ferrara checking on her. Eric Butrago, the athletic trainer for College of the Canyons, out as well. Remember, Bakersfield lost Naranjo. Briggs going to try and walk it off, maybe just her ankle. And so we'll replay the point. Three to one here in the 5th set, Canyons. Naya sends it in. Up from Dumlau. Somebody needs to go. Vasquez gets it over. Bakersfield, no touch, and they send it wide. Just trying to poke it across was Watts. Canyons, I think, very lucky on that point, considering they were kind of out of sorts just on the initial. 4-1, they stretch the lead to 3. Anaya sends long, gives the point right back. Anaya will check out. Golfany back in. Briggs good enough to serve. Will stay in here. Golfany on handle. Dumlau will set Vasquez, and she's just stuffed at the net. Cleanly that time by Watts. By herself. So just like that, Bakersfield rattles off back-to-back points. Vasquez rolls it in. 5-3 now. Dumlau back to serve. Pretty easy kill for Yurcik that time. Block was off the net, and she pounds it right through him. Lopez back serving. Bad set from Dumlau. Andrews was not there. That's a point given away from Canyons, and now all of a sudden we're even at 5-all. Both Clay Timmons and Lisa Hooper up off the bench trying to get their squad to refocus here. Vasquez misses long, and Bakersfield is rattled off. 5 points in a row to take a 6-5 lead. That one hits Golfany high. Vasquez just has to play it over. Bakersfield miscommunicates, and they'll just play it back. Dumlau lucky she didn't get called with a lift there. Bakersfield able to set Yurcik, who's trying to take this one home for the Renegades single-handedly. Canyon's going to call a timeout. 7-5 in favor of Bakersfield here in the 5th set. Seven to 5 in favor of Bakersfield here in the 5th set. It's been a fun one. Renegades with the first 2 sets. Cougars with the last 2. We play on here. First to 15, so time getting short. Bakersfield rattling off 6 straight points to take a 7-5 lead. Lopez sends that one long out of the timeout. Anna Vasquez, excuse me, back to serve. Bakersfield able to bunt set Yurcik off the net. She'll go again. Blocked, pushed right back. Renegades play it over. Andrews, and we're even at 7. Cades get it at 8-7 now. The teams will switch sides off an errant swing. Let's get your scoreboard right here. Taylor Drake back serving, 8-7 in favor of Bakersfield. Drake with a service error. Golfany back to serve for Canyons. Overpass. Anaya drives it down. And now Canyons back with a 9-8 lead. And then Bakersfield comes right back to who else but Stevie Yersick, who's just too much to handle off the weak side that time. We're even at 9. This one's been a battle, as we kind of expected coming in with two teams ranked so close in the standings. A block at the net for Carly Hayes that time, and Bakersfield with a 10-9 advantage now. Will stay with the year 6 serve. Overpass from Vazen. Down the line that time for Briggs. Timeout Canyons. 11-9 as we want to talk about it. So just when the Cougars get some momentum, Bakersfield able to find it once again. They've pushed the lead back up to 2 at 11-9. If you're interested in the MLB playoffs, the Dodgers with a 5-0 lead over San Diego right now. Mookie Betts at the plate with 2 on for Los Angeles. I think that's actually as he pops it up on the infield, and that will finish out the 6th inning for Los Angeles with the Dodgers with a 5-0 lead over San Diego. The Padres with Profar, Machado, and Merrill due up, as we'll come back to work here at Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar cage with an 11-9 lead. Renegades will stay with the year 6 serve here. 4 points away from closing out their 2nd conference win. Trying to hold on to a victory after taking a 2-0 lead. Gilly blocked. Good help up from Vasquez. Block from Canyons, and they'll score the point. Briggs into the block, and the Cougars just able to find a soft spot on the floor with it. Leah Gilly back to serve. 11-10 in favor of Bakersfield. Gilly, a deep breath, will send it across. Tough pass. Canyons will get a chance. Bump set to Vazen off the tape. Yersick pops it around. And Renegades play the free ball back over again. Dumlau on 2, reading the defense. Drives it in. And we're even at 11. Gilly back serving again. Net contact on Canyons again. Gives Bakersfield a point. Cougars had the block at the net, kept it up. Believe it was Vazen with contact. So Faith Ward back to serve. 12-11 Bakersfield, closing in on match point. Ward going to serve from the near side. Anaya to the back corner. 12 all. Here's Vazenbach serving. She's been the best server today for Canyons, creating issues. Bakersfield able to set Zepeda, and nobody there for Canyons to even try and contest. She's got an easy kill, and the Renegades will make substitutions. Para back in to take over for Drake. Comstock in to serve, taking over for Zepeda. 13-12 Bakersfield. Got to win by 2. First to 15 with a 2-point advantage. Vasquez blocked. Good up from Dumlau, and we keep the point going. Block from Canyons at the net. Anaya and Vasquez there. And we're even at 13. Anaya serves in. Bakersfield out of system will play a free ball over. Good chance for Canyons. Andrews off the inside. Poked over. Good up from Vazin. Point still alive. Andrews with the up that time. Vasquez long. No touch given. Bakersfield has match point. They'll serve for it here. Match point number 1. Comstock back Briggs, back serving. Vazin overpass, service ace. Bakersfield able to hold on. They won the first 2 sets, dropped the next 2, and able to come away a 15-13 win in the 5th set to take it 3 sets to 2 and get to 2-1 in conference play. For Canyons, they fall to 2-1. The Renegades a game above 500. The Cougars a game below at 8-7 and 7-8. That'll do it for us here on the webcast. We thank you for joining us. We hope to see you on Friday for women's soccer here on the Cougar Sports Network. Plenty of other action coming your way. Make sure you stay tuned, as we've got it all for you here on the Cougar Sports Network. There you see the live stream schedule upcoming. We hope you stay with us for that. Have a good night, everybody.